Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. I wanted to make this as a almost a year of ownership upgrade on the van. Um, I made a video a while back about, I got a minivan and I actually like it. So I'm gonna give you my honest opinion on, do I recommend my Grand Caravan, my 2018 Grand Caravan, uh, to you guys? And the short answer is yes and no. Yes and no. I'm confident on picking vehicles that are going to be good and not have catastrophic major failures, because I did purchase it used. So, in a year's ownership, the reason I would say I don't recommend it is because it's had minor things go wrong, but not a lot. But it's been the power window regulator went out on the driver's side one day. This was 3 months ago now. That happened. I was leaving work one day and rolled my window down. It was back in the summer, and I rolled my window down to crack it long enough for the AC to catch up, and the window just fell right down into the door. Now, I was lucky that the glass didn't break, but ended up having to replace the regulator. Now, for me, I ordered the part. It was $36 and about an hour and a half of my time to replace that. It's fairly straightforward replacement, but it got me to thinking about people that are shopping for vehicles that's not a mechanic and can't turn their own wrenches and don't know how to fix certain things on a vehicle. That would have been a very expensive repair if you would have had to take it to a dealership or take it to your local repair shop. By the time you paid their price for whatever part they had and paid their labor, it probably would have been about a $700 to $800 repair. But I fixed it for $36 and, like I said, an hour and a half of time. It had a rear brake caliper go bad, and so I replaced the brake caliper. The brake caliper was about $40 and took about 30 minutes. Of course, brake caliper is a kind of a common repair, but yet again, you're by the time you take it to the dealership or take it to the shop for that small repair, probably another $300 or $400. Then part of the caliper issue was it was leaking brake fluid, but I was able to fix that for $2 worth of brake fluid. Whereas those of you that don't know, not familiar with common minor repairs, as soon as you hear that dinging or see that light, you're probably going to take it right into the dealership. They're going to charge you $150, $200 to diagnose it, and probably charge you $10 for the brake fluid. So I don't recommend it because it has so many little minor repairs that for the common person constantly taking it in and out of the shop, you'd go bankrupt. Just trying to sort out those little things. So I don't recommend it for that. I do recommend it if you're someone like me who can turn your own wrenches, know how to diagnose little problems and fix them, because the parts are cheap for this thing. There's plenty of them out there. They made tons of these things. Parts are plentiful, parts are cheap and easy to come by. As long as you know how to replace your own parts and turn your own wrenches. So I do recommend it for that. Bar none, the utility is excellent. I got my mom's house sold, so I had a bedroom suite up there that I was wanting to keep. So I was able to actually fit a whole bedroom suite in my van by laying all the seats down and everything. So the utility is there. The utility is more than I could ask for. So between that, my wife, they took it to Florida for a fall break. went down and back to Florida just fine. It was comfortable, smooth, plenty of room for all the girls and their luggage. Smooth ride quality. I'd put it up there against anything, even though it is a Dodge. But because it's a van and got a long wheelbase and decent suspension, it's very smooth and comfy. And I drive several vehicles at work, and my van is pretty comfortable. It's up there with like owning a Lexus or like a Mercedes S-Class. As far as ride quality, the smoothness of the ride, the calmness of it, you don't get driver fatigue in it. So yeah, I do recommend the minivan for that reason, but I don't recommend it to the average buyer out here looking for their daily transportation, who knows nothing about cars, knows nothing about how to fix or repair anything. If you're one of those people, nothing wrong with that. It's just, I would go get a Toyota Sienna or a new Honda Odyssey, or maybe the Kia Carnival. I don't know much about the Kia Carnival. I've not been around them that much to know their reliability, but maybe those. But don't get the Dodges, Chryslers, things like that, because you'll be constantly taking it to the dealer, having little things diagnosed, having to pay the diagnostic fee, that sort of thing. Now, under warranty, that's one thing. While it's under warranty, obviously you can take it in, all that. But when the warranty's up, which they only have a 336 warranty, then you're going to be out of pocket for a bunch of little stuff that shouldn't cost that much. But anyway, I want to make this video, give you an update on after owning it, would I recommend it, would I not? And so there you have it. God bless. See you on the next one.